Wayfair. I'm going to talk about a project we did.
Okay, sorry.
Hi, I'm Tomer from Wayfair. I'm going to talk a little bit about a project we did some time ago in Wayfair. First of all, what is Wayfair? So Wayfair, if you probably don't know, is a home goods store, but we are really about trying to help you find your perfect home. So if you don't know how that home should look like, you can just look at one of these room ideas and pick your perfect home. But for the purposes of this talk, let us focus on this picture right here. And if you kind of look closely, you can see there's like some art items here above the sofa. And the idea it was, how can we help users kind of decide or kind of pick these art items to decorate their wall? So what is actually a gallery wall? Let's like kind of zoom in here for a second. So we can notice there's like a central art piece kind of above each of these sofas. And around that art pieces are kind of similar items of similar attributes, and they kind of all kind of work together and create some harmony. So obviously, if you go to a stylist, they're not going to just tell you, okay, you understand the space, and then you just decorate it, right? It's a bit more involved than that, right? So we actually talked to a stylist to understand what the process is actually about. So first of all, a stylist comes to work, he understands the space. So here we have a sofa and we have a green wall. Okay, that's good. Now we pick some main art item that kind of fits with the color of the scene and all of that. And that art item has some similar kind of attributes to the scene and whatnot. And also has like additional attributes. And that thing is called the color story. So once we have this color story, we can pick similar art items from our like warehouse or whatever of art items. And we kind of can continue to lay it out in this scene and to create some harmonious wall art right here. So okay, so this is kind of a approximate like process. Of course, it's more involved than that, but that's like where we can start. So is there a way we can kind of help users like design their own wall art without kind of going into too much detail? So, and also what should a system like that look like? Like what should be the inputs, outputs? So let's think of it this way. Let's kind of simplify things. And let's say, okay, first of all, we probably have a wall area. Okay, that's our wall area. We have some wall art item, which is like the cat here. That's the initial wall art item we pick, or the user picks. And then say you can pick a number of wall art items additionally that you create the scene around. And the desired result should be here on the right-hand side. So this should something like that. Okay, so you have a bag of art items, and if you just randomly put them in the wall, it looks kind of horrible like that top view up there. So that's your initialization. Obviously, you need to kind of arrange it somehow. So that's why we have this second stage called layout optimization. We can optimize the layout, make it look pretty. And then, like, all of this is worthless if you cannot visualize it. So we of course we need to visualize it to the user, like in some AR or some other kind of technique. But let's first like focus on the first step, the initialization. So if you just put it kind of randomly in the wall, like it's still kind of, it's hard to optimize, it's hard to correct. Maybe we can kind of initialize the scene in a more structured way. So let's like deep dive and let's say, okay, we don't know how to put it, but we do know how to kind of build a tree. And we do know there's like some hierarchy of wall art. So we know there's a main wall art, so that would be the root of the tree. And maybe there's like some children wall arts near that main wall art item. So we can continue kind of grow the tree, placing wall art items that have similar attributes next to that root item. And the idea here is while we're growing the tree, we don't want to place items that are too similar next to each other, because then it's going to kind of not be as pleasant stylistically. I can go into more details later, but that's kind of one of the rules we found that works well. So we kind of lay out this tree, and now, okay, so we have this tree, and we, of course, want to kind of transform it to this actual wall somehow. So why did we do all of this exercise? So luckily, there's a paper kind of developed by Han and colleagues here that has this machinery that can transform some tree into some layout. And we kind of use this machinery. So in this paper, they discuss a method that can take in like a hierarchy of images and just kind of translate it into some plane over here. So here they have like Disney pictures, and they're trying to transform it into some circle. So this is not exactly what we wanted for our goal, because in their paper they can also kind of change the size of the picture, and they have all kinds of other simplifications. Of course, we deal with actual stuff in a warehouse. We can't change their size. But, so we of course changed it a bit, but we don't have enough time to go into those details, but let's say it just works. And now we want to visualize it in AR, so let's see how does that work. So this is just a quick demo of our current app. Not the app you can find in the App Store, but this app. So here the user selects a wall and then selects the number of items. Okay, then you can just see the wall art items. He doesn't have to do any more clicks. He can browse these suggestions, like he can click on them, and you can see, okay, maybe I want these, I want to buy them, I don't want to buy them. You can see all kinds of views of these wall art items. You can look kind of come closer and look, and it looks kind of real, so he's happy, or she's happy. So okay, say they want something else, so they can choose a different theme, a different number of wall art items, and they can also check this out. And here's like a final example with our famous cat layout. And you can also visualize it like in a 3D mesh in the app and kind of look around and see how it looks like. And that's it from this technical perspective. So I want to thank the team, which are really awesome. You can, if you have any more questions offline, you can contact this email. Also, I want to mention that we're hiring, so if you're interested, visit our booth outside for more details. Thank you.